Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we venture into the world of one of Earth's most formidable and ancient survivors. Imagine a creature whose heart can change its very structure to suit its environment. An animal that communicates in frequencies far below our own hearing. A living relic from the age of dinosaurs. This isn't science fiction. This is the astonishing reality of the crocodile. For millions of years, they have patrolled the waterways of our planet, perfecting a design for survival that is both brutal and beautiful. They are far more than just mindless predators waiting beneath the surface. Throughout this journey, it is essential to me that we ground our exploration in rigorous science. Every single fact we will discuss today is meticulously sourced from peer-reviewed scientific literature, from studies in journals of experimental biology to paleontological research. We are not just sharing fascinating trivia. We are looking at the hard data that reveals the complex biological machinery of these incredible animals. This is a deep dive into the verified science behind the scales, uncovering the physiological and anatomical wonders that make crocodiles the ultimate survivors. So, prepare to have your perceptions challenged. We will move beyond the myths and into the laboratory of evolution itself. From their unique methods of managing salt to the intricate sensory organs embedded in their armored skin, we will uncover 10 mind-blowing truths that showcase the crocodile's evolutionary genius. Let's begin our exploration into the secret life of these magnificent archosaurs. We begin with a common phrase, crying crocodile tears, used to describe false or insincere remorse. This saying originates from the ancient belief that crocodiles weep for the victims they are eating. While it is true that fluid often streams from their eyes, it has nothing to do with emotion. The truth is far more fascinating and lies not in their eyes, but on their tongue. Crocodiles, particularly saltwater species, live in environments where they ingest a great deal of salt, which can be toxic in high concentrations. To survive, they have evolved a remarkable solution. Specialized lingual salt glands located on the surface of their tongue actively work to expel excess salt ions from their bloodstream. These glands are incredibly efficient, allowing the crocodile to maintain a stable internal environment even in hypersaline waters. The tears are simply a coincidental byproduct of their physiology. Their lacrimal glands, which lubricate the eye, can sometimes overflow when the crocodile is straining its head muscles during a powerful bite. So, the weeping is real, but the reason is purely physiological, a masterpiece of osmoregulation, not a moment of feigned sadness. In the animal kingdom, the four-chambered heart is a hallmark of warm-blooded efficiency found in birds and mammals, including ourselves. It ensures that oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood never mix, maximizing oxygen delivery to the body. Astonishingly, crocodiles share this advanced cardiac feature, a trait inherited from their archosaur ancestors, which they share with birds. This powerful four-chambered heart allows for vigorous activity. But the crocodile's heart holds a unique secret. It can functionally transform to suit its needs, particularly when it dives beneath the water's surface. When submerged, a crocodile can intentionally redirect its blood flow using a special valve called the foramen of Panizza and a cog-toothed valve on the pulmonary artery. This cardiac shunt allows them to bypass the pulmonary circuit, the loop that sends blood to the lungs. It effectively turns their four-chambered heart into a three-chambered one, sending deoxygenated blood back to the body. This conserves precious oxygen, allowing them to stay submerged for over an hour, waiting patiently for the perfect moment to strike. It is a physiological switch that gives them unparalleled control over their metabolism and their underwater domain. A crocodile's grin is one of the most intimidating sights in nature, a formidable display of conical interlocking teeth designed for one purpose, to grip and hold. But what happens when one of these vital tools breaks or wears down? Unlike mammals, which get only 2 sets of teeth in their lifetime, crocodiles have mastered the art of continuous regeneration. They are polyphyodonts, meaning their teeth are replaced throughout their lives in a relentless, cyclical process that ensures their arsenal is always in prime condition. Each tooth socket in their jaw is a marvel of biological engineering. Beneath each functional tooth, a small replacement tooth is already growing, and beneath that, stem cells within a structure called the dental lamina are ready to begin the process anew. When a tooth is lost, the replacement quickly erupts to take its place. This cycle repeats roughly every 6 to 18 months, depending on the tooth's position and the crocodile's age. Over its lifespan, a single crocodile can grow over 3,000 teeth, with each of its approximately 80 sockets being refilled up to 50 times. It is a living conveyor belt of dental weaponry, a key to their long-reigning success as apex predators. As cold-blooded reptiles, crocodiles rely on their external environment to regulate their body temperature, often seen basking in the sun to warm up or seeking shade to cool down. However, one part of their body is managed with the precision of a finely tuned machine: the brain. The brain is highly sensitive to temperature fluctuations, and overheating can be catastrophic. To protect this vital organ, crocodiles have evolved a sophisticated internal cooling system, a network of blood vessels known as the rete mirabile, or wonderful net, located in their neck and head. This intricate web of arteries and veins allows for a process called countercurrent heat exchange. As warm arterial blood flows from the core of the body towards the brain, it runs alongside cooler venous blood returning from the snout and jaw, which have been cooled by air or water. Heat is transferred from the warm blood to the cool blood, effectively pre-cooling the blood before it reaches the delicate brain tissue. This system is so effective that a crocodile can maintain its brain temperature within a stable range of just half a degree Celsius, even when its core body temperature is fluctuating significantly. It is honestly a natural radiator that ensures a cool head always prevails. The sounds of the riverbank are often a chorus of birds, insects, and rustling leaves. But beneath this audible symphony, another conversation is taking place, one that is felt more than it is heard. Crocodiles are masters of infrasound communication, producing powerful low-frequency vibrations that travel immense distances through water. These sounds, typically between 5 and 20 Hz, are well below the range of human hearing. They generate these signals not with their vocal cords but with their entire body. To create these infrasonic messages, a crocodile will arch its back, lifting its head and tail out of the water, and then powerfully contract its muscles, causing its body to vibrate. The vibrations create a water dance on the surface, but more importantly, they send pressure waves propagating through the water column. These deep rumbles are used for territorial displays and courtship rituals, acting as a clear signal to rivals and potential mates. These low-frequency waves can be detected by other crocodiles over a kilometer away, turning the entire river system into a vast, private communication network. A crocodile's hide is legendary for its toughness. It is a suit of armor, reinforced with bony plates called osteoderms, that protects it from rivals and prey. But this skin is not just a defensive shield, it is also an incredibly sensitive sensory array, one of the most advanced in the animal kingdom. Embedded within the scales, particularly around the jaws, are thousands of tiny pigmented domes. For a long time, their function was a mystery, but we now know they are highly sophisticated pressure sensors, known as dome pressure receptors. These receptors are so exquisitely sensitive that they can detect minute disturbances in the water, changes in pressure as small as 0.01 pascals. This allows a crocodile to sense the subtle ripples made by a fish swimming or an animal drinking at the water's edge from over 10 meters away, even in complete darkness. It effectively allows the crocodile to feel its surroundings with pinpoint accuracy, creating a detailed hydrodynamic map of its environment. This turns the water itself into an extension of the crocodile's own nervous system, alerting it to the slightest movement of potential prey. It has long been observed that crocodiles intentionally swallow stones, a behavior known as gastrolithy. For centuries, it was assumed that these stones, called gastroliths, function much like the gizzard stones of a bird, helping to grind up tough food like bones, shells, and horns in the stomach. While they may offer some minor assistance in digestion, scientific investigation has revealed their primary purpose is far more critical to the crocodile's lifestyle. These stones are not for grinding but for grounding. They act as a diver's weight belt. The swallowed stones, which can account for 1 to 5% of a crocodile's total body mass, settle in the stomach, lowering the animal's center of gravity. This provides crucial ballast, increasing stability in the water and making it easier for the crocodile to remain submerged without expending energy to fight buoyancy. It allows them to lie motionless on the riverbed for extended periods, conserving oxygen and waiting in ambush. It also helps them control their roll and pitch while maneuvering underwater. So, a belly full of rocks is not a sign of a strange diet, but a calculated engineering choice for mastering the aquatic environment. While a crocodile's eyesight and hearing are sharp, its world is predominantly defined by scent. Their sense of smell is extraordinarily well developed, a fact that's actually reflected in the very structure of their brain. Neuroanatomical studies of crocodilian brains, using techniques like CT scans of fossil and modern skulls, reveal that their olfactory bulbs, the part of the brain responsible for processing smells, are enormous. These bulbs occupy as much as 1/4 of the total volume of their endocranial cavity. To put that into perspective, the olfactory bulbs of most mammals, including humans, make up only about 1 to 3% of their brain volume. This massive allocation of neural real estate gives them an olfactory sense that's almost beyond our comprehension. They can detect the chemical signature of blood in the water at concentrations of just a few parts per million, allowing them to locate a distant carcass or a wounded animal with uncanny precision. Their nose guides them to food, helps them find mates, and allows them to navigate their territory, making it perhaps their most important sensory tool. The image of a mother crocodile, a formidable predator with the most powerful bite in the animal kingdom, gently carrying her tiny hatchlings in her mouth, is honestly one of nature's most striking paradoxes. This tender act of parental care isn't a random event. It's a carefully orchestrated behavior initiated by a sophisticated vocal dialogue between mother and offspring. Even before they hatch, the baby crocodiles begin communicating with their mother and each other from within their eggs, producing high-pitched chirps. Once hatched, the neonates emit specific contact calls, soft chirps in the 400 to 600 Hz frequency range. These calls act as a specific acoustic trigger for the mother. Upon hearing this sound, her parental instincts take over, and she carefully begins to pick up the vulnerable hatchlings, sometimes over 24 of them, and transport them to the safety of the water. The babies will often climb onto her head or back, using her as a protective mobile island. This vocal communication is the crucial link that ensures the survival of the next generation, transforming a fearsome hunter into a devoted guardian. When a crocodile needs to move, it can glide silently, using its webbed feet for subtle adjustments. But when it explodes into action, launching itself at prey or patrolling its territory, the power comes from just one place: its massive, muscular tail. The tail isn't just a rudder for steering, it's really the primary engine of propulsion, a scaly piston of immense strength. The vast majority of a crocodile's forward thrust in the water, a staggering 90%, is generated by the powerful lateral undulations of its tail. The engine driving this movement is a huge muscle complex, principally the musculus longissimus, which runs along the length of the tail. When this muscle contracts, it can generate over 300 newtons of force, whipping the tail from side to side and propelling the crocodile through the water at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This incredible power allows them to lunge from a standstill, ambush prey from the water's edge, and assert dominance over rivals. The tail is the ultimate expression of the crocodile's power, the source of its legendary aquatic speed and force. So, we come to the end of our journey. We've seen that the crocodile isn't simply an ancient beast, but a marvel of biological engineering, honed by 200 million years of evolution. Its body is a testament to survival, where every scale, every organ, and every sense has been refined to a state of near perfection for its aquatic world. From a heart that can remodel itself to skin that can feel the faintest tremor in the water, the crocodile is a living library of evolutionary solutions. They are a profound link to a deep and distant past, a time when their ancestors walked with dinosaurs. Their continued existence in our modern world is a reminder of nature's power and resilience, but their survival is no longer guaranteed. Habitat loss and changes to our global climate present threats that even these ultimate survivors may not be able to overcome on their own. Their future, like that of so many species, now rests in our hands. To understand them through the lens of science and observation is the first step towards ensuring they continue to patrol the world's waterways for millennia to come. They are a fundamental part of their ecosystem, a keystone species that shapes the very rivers they inhabit. To witness one in the wild is to feel a connection to the raw, untamed forces that have shaped life on this planet. They are a symbol of power, patience, and endurance. And in their story, we find a deeper appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the natural world. Thank you for joining me.